I'd like to begin with you, if I could. You're a pledge partner here in this initiative, and I know this issue is one you care about deeply, both personally and professionally.
It is. And at Merck, we've tried to do a couple of things to make sure that we are actually having the right kinds of people on our board. The first one is to expand the pool of qualified candidates. And the second one, and this is important, is to ensure that there are no implicit or systemic barriers to getting the best talent. And by doing that, we've been able to have a board that is diverse in the sense that there are 3 African-American board of directors members, and our independent directors are 50% female. We've been able to find the kinds of people who are leaders in business, in science, and medicine.
You know, I saw an interview, or I read an interview, Mr. Fraser, that you did with Harvard recently, and I was struck by your answer, and I wanted to discuss it with you. You were asked whether you thought this time would be different, if things would truly change, and you said, quote, "I'm not sure. I hope it's different." So there's a balance between hope and optimism, isn't there?
Yes, there is. And, you know, I have to say I'm more of an optimist. I can't say for sure that things are going to change, but I have to say this time feels different in that the conversation is happening in every boardroom, and it's happening around kitchen tables all in America, around a really difficult issue around the systemic effects of racism. You know, it's very easy when you see something like George Floyd to deal with the overt, brutal racism that was reflected there. But you know, we do have these systemic issues. And, you know, the fact of the matter is there is, with respect to health outcomes, with respect to job outcomes, income outcomes, there are huge disparities. And I think it's not logical to say that none of those disparities in outcomes link back to disparities in opportunity.
Les, you've served on a number of corporate boards. Your voice is a critical one to have in this conversation. Are you optimistic that things will truly change?
Yeah, I am optimistic. I mean, I think there are, as Ken has mentioned, this is a topic of conversation across the board. And I think not only is it being driven by board members, CEOs, other senior executives, but as well institutional investors in these enterprises who are also asking those kinds of questions and wanting to know why more hasn't or isn't being done. And as that happens, increasingly people will begin to focus on what it is that is doable in order to expand the participation of Black people on these boards.